Wisconsin Greg Show. Down here at my pole barn today, I'm working on the stalk chopper. The other day when I filled up the tires with air, I noticed one of the valve stems was kind of coming out on a pretty steep angle. I'll show you that in a minute. So today I'm going to fix that. I knew I could get by doing 40 acres with no problem, but if I leave this for any length of time, it's going to ruin the tube, tear out from the tube, or wear a hole in the stem or something. So I want to get that fixed. I got the time, so I'm going to do it. So I'll bring you along and let you watch what I'm doing. Yeah, I got the tire off sitting here inside the workshop. You can see right here the stem coming out here on an angle like that. It should be coming straight out. So that's what I'm hoping to fix. I'm going to take the valve core out of there and loosen. First I'll see if I can spin it without loosening them nuts, but I doubt it. Then I'll probably have to loosen them bolts all the way around. It's a split rim, and see if I can loosen that up a little bit and get her to spin. We'll see what happens. What I used to take it out, right here. This is an old cap that used to come on tractors years ago like that. Now you get a plastic one. Now you get a plastic one just like a car, like that. Can't take a stem out with that. These are really, really stiff tires because they're airplane tires. They're heavy. A little tire, but it's heavy. I should have brought some spray bottle with some soapy water in it, but hopefully I can get her to move without it. I got an old tire machine in here. It's not hooked up or working or anything right now, but I'm going to set it on top. It's got a thing that hooks into where the lug goes through, and then I think maybe I'll be able to spin her on there, but we'll see. Okay, I got her sitting on top of this old tire machine here. Someday I'll paint this up and put her in the other part of my workshop. But I just set it up here and I already noticed that it moved, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be an easy fix. Here's my stem right here coming out on an angle like here. There is a cone here, but I don't think I'm even going to need it. And this is what I was talking about. This goes through where the lug hole is here to keep it from spinning. So I think I'll be able to just spin her around. Yep. I don't want that to fall in there. Yeah. That looks like that's going to work. I'm going to put the valve core back in there and fill her up with air and see if she's sticking out straight here. I don't know if you seen my video, I think it was yesterday when I was chopping stalks, I mentioned these are airplane tires. The other one I looked at said the rating was 210 miles per, or 190 miles an hour. This one says 210 miles per hour on it. That's really, really fast. Boy, this is an easy fix. I was not expecting it to be this easy. Thought for sure I was going to have to take all these off. I get this done quick. I can tell you a story at the end here. Tell you something that happened to me yesterday. You guys ain't going to believe it. Alright, and put her back on there. Want to get this thing washed and put away before the rain comes. Supposed to be getting some rain tonight. I had plans on getting this put away yesterday, but that didn't happen. You'll find out in my little story at the end why. So I'm gonna go move this camera and we'll go get this put on. Hope there's not too much wind noise. The wind is horrible around here. It's been that way for quite a few days around here. Got some weird lug nuts on these airplane wheels. Usually on car tires and stuff they got cone at the end. These are flat on both ends. And the wheel doesn't have a cone shape to it neither. So it's just flat. A lot different than a car tire. Okay, let me get this stuff put away and then I'll tell you a story. I'll get you out of the wind here. Alright, I jumped in the truck here to get out of the wind. I love it when a job goes like that. That was such an easy job. I was not expecting it to be that easy. Anyways, I was going to tell you a story about what happened to me yesterday and why that job didn't get done yesterday. Yesterday in the morning, well, later in the morning, I was kind of slept in a little bit because I worked in the field the night before. I was kind of tired and I didn't get done until 8 o'clock out in the field chopping the stalks. But that morning after I woke up, I got a package in the mail delivered on my step. I went out and grabbed it and brought it in, and you know, with all this stuff going on, I'm kind of cautious with the packaging, so I tried to open it up and get rid of the boxes and stuff, and I opened it up with my knife, and I had a couple things in there. One was a little tool, and other thing was netting for a cherry bush that I have. Not a tree, it's a bush that's supposed to get cherries on it. And it looks like it's going to do pretty good this year. I might get some cherries, so I bought this little netting. I figured I'd get it before they're sold out, the way stuff is going now. And so I bought it ahead of time, and if I don't use it this year, I'll use it next year. And I opened up the box and took it out, and I have a place going down to my basement on the left-hand side where I keep all my gardening stuff. And I opened up the door, took the netting with me, and I reached over to the side to put it down, and my foot slipped out from the step, and I fell all the way down the steps, 10 flights of steps, all the way to the basement. It was not good. Let me tell you, I was thinking all the way down, really? I mean, I didn't think how I tried to stop myself, but I'm pretty big. I'm about between 210 and 215 pounds, somewhere in that area. And when you get something like that rolling, it don't want to stop. I tried grabbing onto everything I could grab onto, but I couldn't stop myself. All I was thinking is that, man, how am I going to get the heck out of here? I thought I was going to be all broken up. I was hurting bad. My right shoulder blade is all scraped up, like I slid down about halfway, head first, on my shoulder. I have no idea how it happened. If you would have bit me that I would have fell down those steps, or sometime in my lifetime, I would have bet against you, because I didn't think there was any possible way I'd ever fall down those steps. I don't know, somehow my foot slipped out. I even went there after I did it just to see if there was something slippery on the step or what, and I had socks on, but even with my socks on, it wasn't slippery. I have no idea how it worked, but my foot slipped out, it gave out, slipped out, and away I went. And halfway down the steps, I ended up doing like a rolled over. My feet came up around me, and I rolled completely around. And finally, I'm like, on the way down, you're thinking, you wouldn't believe how much stuff you can think on in that little short period of time. I'm like, is this ever going to quit? And then it finally came to a big sudden stop when I got to the bottom floor, the basement floor, concrete floor. But halfway in between, I hit my head on the corner of the steps. I thought I cracked my head. It sounded just like it. And my head didn't hurt. I couldn't believe it. I had a scab I discovered on top of my head later on. But my shoulder blade's killing me, and my left ankle, or wrist, or I guess you call it, my left wrist I thought I might have broke it, but seems to be okay. My fingertips were, 3 of them on the left side had blue on the very tips. I don't know if I rolled on them, or from squeezing, trying to grab so hard, and then they pinched together, or I don't know, but they got kind of black and blue. And then I had like a sharp, like a bruise on my left side and down on my back, and my legs were hurting. Oh my God, I was hurting everywhere. I didn't do much yesterday. I came down and worked on that little shelf thing that I built for my chainsaws, and it was not it was a bad thing. So I just want to warn you, so to be very, very careful around steps. You know, and I wasn't even going down the steps. I just stepped onto one step just to reach over to set the stuff down, and I would have never ever guessed that would ever happen. But boy, sure happens fast. And I didn't even get to the good part yet. As you know, I was saying, I opened up the packages to get them out of the boxes so I can get rid of the boxes and stuff, because of this stuff going on with this virus and stuff. And the worst part is, I had my pocket knife in my hand when I was rolling down the steps. I could have stabbed myself. I'll show you the knife here. This is my pocket knife right here, and it was open, just like that. I had it, never dropped it all the way to the bottom, but I never cut myself with it. And it's very, very sharp, because I just recently sharpened it, so I was pretty lucky, I tell you. Still think about it. I'm like, I thought for sure I was going to end up in the hospital or something. And the worst part is I didn't have my phone. My phone was sitting upstairs on top. I think it was on top of the freezer on the kitchen table or something. And I'm like, if I can't get out of these steps, how am I gonna? Who's gonna find me or what? Because I live alone, and it would have been pretty bad. So it makes you think. You got to be careful. But I'm still here. I'm still kicking, and I'm feeling better today. Getting better. The only thing that's bothering me today is the wind. So anyways, just thought I'd tell you a little story and just warn everybody out there, you know, be a little extra careful. Life can change very fast. So have a great day, everyone, and we'll catch you on the next Wisconsin Greg Show. Bye now.